Lesson 1, Travel Tips.
Hey Anna, I was thinking about our last trip and how the checkout process can sometimes be confusing.
I know what you mean. I always worry about the bill upon checkout. Did you have any issues?
Not really, but I noticed some people didn't understand that they could pay at the reception when they checked out.
That's a common mistake. It's important to clarify all the charges before leaving.
Exactly. I always double check my bill to ensure there are no unexpected fees.
That's smart. I remember once I was charged for a minibar item I didn't even use.
That's frustrating. Hotels should be clear about what's included and what's not.
Definitely. I always ask questions if something seems unclear. Communication is key.
Right. And it helps to read the fine print when you check in. It can save you a lot of trouble later.
I agree. I also like to keep a record of my expenses during the stay. It keeps everything organized.
That's a great idea. It can help you stick to your budget too.
Exactly. Plus, it makes it easier to compare costs when planning future trips.
Speaking of costs, I recently learned that some hotels offer discounts for extended stays.
Really? That's useful information. I've always wanted to explore places for longer periods.
Same here. It's nice to settle in and really experience the local culture.
Absolutely. And sometimes you can find unique attractions that aren't in the typical tourist guidebooks.
Right. Exploring lesser known areas can lead to some of the best travel memories.
Have you ever had a particularly memorable experience while traveling?
Yes. Once I stumbled upon a local festival, and the community was so welcoming.
That sounds incredible. It's moments like those that make travel worthwhile.
Exactly. It's all about connecting with people and embracing new experiences.
I can't wait for our next trip. With all these tips, I'm sure it will be even better than the last one.
Definitely. Let's make a plan and explore somewhere new together.
Lesson 2, Baking Adventures.
Hey Anna, I heard you were baking cookies the other day. How did it go?
It was a lot of fun. I decided to make chocolate chip cookies. They're my favorite.
Nice choice. Did you use any special ingredients?
Yes. I broke up a chocolate bar and added chunks instead of using chips. It made the cookies extra gooey.
That sounds delicious. I love gooey cookies. How did you get the chocolate to melt just right?
I added the chocolate pieces in the last few minutes of baking. It helps them stay soft and melt perfectly.
Great tip. Did you have any challenges while baking?
Actually, I did. I mismeasured the flour at first and ended up with a dough that was too sticky.
Oh no. How did you fix it?
I added a bit more flour until it reached the right consistency. It's all about finding that perfect balance.
That's true. Baking is like a science sometimes. Did anyone help you in the kitchen?
My little brother wanted to help, but he mostly just wanted to eat the cookie dough.
Classic sibling move. The dough is often the best part. Did he get to help at all?
A little. I let him mix the ingredients, and he was so proud of himself.
That's awesome. Baking together can make for great memories.
Definitely. We also made a mess, but it was all worth it in the end.
A little mess is part of the fun. How did the cookies turn out?
They turned out amazing. Everyone in my family loved them. We finished the whole batch in one evening.
Wow, that's impressive. Did you share the recipe with anyone?
Yes. I shared it with my friends, and they want to try making them too.
That's great. It's fun to spread the joy of baking. Do you plan on trying other recipes?
I do. I'm thinking of experimenting with oatmeal raisin cookies next.
Oatmeal raisin sounds delicious. Do you have any special tricks for those?
Lesson 3: Understanding pricing.
Hey Anna, I wanted to discuss our plans for the new project. Excellent, now let's talk about pricing and payment terms.
Sure. It's essential to be clear about costs from the start. What are your thoughts on the budget?
I believe we should outline all potential expenses, including materials, labor, and any unexpected costs.
That makes sense. Having a detailed budget helps avoid surprises later. How do you want to handle the payment terms?
I think offering a deposit upfront would be a good idea. It ensures commitment from the client.
I agree. A deposit also helps cover initial costs. What percentage do you think is reasonable?
Typically, 20 to 30% is standard. It provides enough security for us without being too burdensome for them.
That sounds fair. After the deposit, how should we structure the remaining payments?
I suggest splitting the remainder into milestones. We can set specific deliverables for each payment.
That's a smart approach. It keeps both parties accountable and ensures progress. What about the timeline for these payments?
Ideally, we should align the payments with project phases. For example, after the initial design, we could request another payment.
Perfect. That way, the client can see the value they're receiving at each stage. Have you considered any late fees for overdue payments?
Yes, I think including a late fee clause is wise. It encourages timely payments and protects our business.
Absolutely. It's important to maintain professionalism while also being fair. How do you feel about discounts for early payments?
Offering a small discount can incentivize clients to pay ahead of schedule. It's a win-win situation.
I like that idea. It builds goodwill and can strengthen our relationship with clients.
Exactly. Communication is key. We should make sure our pricing and terms are clearly stated in the contract.
Definitely. A well-detailed contract protects both parties and sets clear expectations.
Agreed. I'll draft a proposal outlining everything we discussed, and we can review it together.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes together. Clear pricing will help us succeed.
I'm excited too. With a solid plan, we can focus on delivering great results for our clients.
Lesson 4: Treasures of the Past.
Hey Anna, I was reading about a character named Marley and his unusual treasures.
Oh, really? What kind of treasures are we talking about?
He had keys, cash boxes, ledgers, purses, and even deeds. It all seemed very mysterious.
That sounds intriguing. Each item must have its own story or significance.
Exactly. The keys symbolize access to hidden places, while cash boxes hold financial secrets.
And ledgers? They probably kept records of important transactions, right?
Yes. They are crucial for understanding history and how people manage their wealth.
It's fascinating how much we can learn from these objects about someone's life.
Definitely. Each item reflects the priorities and values of the person who owned them.
I wonder if Marley cared more about money or personal connections.
That's an interesting thought. Perhaps he valued security above all else.
Or maybe he was just a collector of memories, each item representing a moment in time.
I like that perspective. It shows how material possessions can have emotional ties.
Exactly. It reminds us that our belongings often tell stories about who we are.
Do you think we should keep certain items as treasures in our own lives?
I believe so. Sentimental items can bring comfort and remind us of important experiences.
What about you? Do you have any special items that you treasure?
Yes. I have a locket from my grandmother. It holds a picture of her when she was young.
That's beautiful. It must be a wonderful connection to your family's history.
It really is. It makes me feel close to her, even though she's not here anymore.
That's the power of memories. They can be preserved in such meaningful ways.
True. It's essential to cherish what we have and the stories behind them.
I completely agree. Every item can be a reminder of our journey through life.
Lesson 5: Finding the Perfect Place.
Hey Anna, I've been searching for a new place to stay, but everything seems too expensive.
I understand. It can be tough to find something that's both affordable and comfortable.
Exactly. I want a place that feels like home without breaking the bank.
Have you looked into shared accommodations? That might lower the cost.
That's a good idea. Sharing with roommates can make living more affordable.
Plus, it can be fun to live with others. You get to meet new people and share experiences.
True. but I'm a bit particular about my living environment. I need it to feel cozy.
I get that. It's important to have a space where you can relax.
I'll make sure to read reviews before choosing a place. It helps to know what others think.
Definitely. Reviews can give you insights into the atmosphere and management of the property.
Have you ever had a good or bad experience with a rental?
Yes. I once rented a lovely apartment, but the heating didn't work well in winter.
That sounds frustrating. A comfortable temperature is essential, especially in colder months.
Exactly. I had to layer up just to stay warm. It taught me to check for heating details in reviews.
Smart move. I'll add that to my checklist. What else should I consider?
Look for amenities like laundry facilities and proximity to public transport.
Good point. Those can make daily life so much easier.
And don't forget to check how safe the neighborhood is. It's crucial for peace of mind.
Absolutely. A safe environment is non negotiable. I'll do some research on that too.
Perfect. With some careful planning, I'm sure you'll find a great place.
Thanks, Anna. I feel more confident about my search now. Let's see what I can find.
Lesson 6: The Value of Education.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about how some people view education as pointless exercise.
That's an interesting perspective. But education can really open doors to better job opportunities.
Exactly. With proper training and access to higher education, people can improve their skills significantly.
Right. It's crucial for personal development and career advancement. What do you think is the biggest barrier?
I believe affordability is a major issue. Many people can't afford the costs of higher education.
Absolutely. Student debt can be overwhelming, making some hesitant to pursue further studies.
And that's unfortunate because education is an investment in one's future.
Yes. Plus, with the job market constantly evolving, ongoing training is essential.
I agree. Jobs today often require specialized skills that education can provide.
Have you taken any courses recently to enhance your skills?
I actually enrolled in an online course about digital marketing. It's fascinating.
That sounds great. Online learning makes education more accessible and flexible.
It does. I can study at my own pace while balancing work and other commitments.
Exactly. It's a convenient way to keep learning. What are some topics you've covered in the course?
We've discussed social media strategies, SEO, and content creation techniques.
Those are valuable skills. Social media is such a powerful tool for businesses today.
Definitely. Understanding how to leverage it can really impact a company's success.
Have you thought about how you might apply what you're learning in your job?
Yes. I plan to implement some strategies to boost our online presence.
That's a smart move. It could lead to more engagement and potential customers.
I hope so. Education should be about practical applications, after all.
Absolutely. When we connect learning to real-world scenarios, it becomes meaningful.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to quality education.
Lesson 7: Fast Food Adventures.
Hey Anna, have you noticed how fast food restaurants have become so popular?
Absolutely. They're convenient, especially when people are in a rush.
Right. But when ordering fast food, you must first wait in line at the front of the restaurant.
True. That can sometimes feel like a hassle, especially during peak hours.
Exactly. It's funny how we often crave fast food when we don't have much time.
Yes. But sometimes I wonder if we're sacrificing quality for speed.
That's a good point. Some fast food can be unhealthy if eaten too often.
Definitely. It's important to balance convenience with nutrition. What's your go-to fast food?
I usually opt for a burger and fries, but I try to choose grilled options when I can.
That's smart. I like to go for salads or wraps, they feel a bit healthier.
Great choice. Have you tried any new fast food places recently?
I recently discovered a local burger joint that uses organic ingredients. It was delicious.
That sounds amazing. Organic ingredients can make a big difference in taste.
For sure. Plus, it feels good to support local businesses.
Absolutely. It's nice to know where your food comes from.
Speaking of which, have you ever tried a fast food place that surprised you?
Yes. I visited a taco place that had gourmet options. I was impressed.
Wow, gourmet tacos? That sounds intriguing. What did you order?
I tried a spicy shrimp taco. It was so flavorful and unique.
I'd love to try that. It's great when fast food places get creative with their menu.
Yes. It keeps things interesting and gives us new flavors to enjoy.
And it's fun to explore different cuisines even in a fast food setting.
Exactly. Fast food doesn't have to be boring. There's always something new to discover.
Lesson 8: Navigating Language Barriers.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about how important it is to know basic phrases when traveling.
Absolutely. Simple greetings and asking for directions can make a big difference.
Right. Just saying hello or thank you in the local language shows respect.
Yes. It can make interactions much friendlier. Are you planning any trips soon?
I am. I'm going to Italy next month, and I want to brush up on my Italian.
That's exciting. Italian is such a beautiful language. Do you have any specific phrases in mind?
I want to learn how to ask for directions and order food. Those are essential.
Definitely. Knowing how to ask where is the nearest restaurant will be useful.
Exactly. And I can't wait to try authentic Italian pizza. Do you have any tips?
When ordering, you can say vorrei una pizza, per favor, which means I would like a pizza, please.
That sounds perfect. I'll practice that. What about greetings?
Saying buongiorno for good morning and buonasera for good evening is a great start.
I love that. It feels good to greet people in their own language.
For sure. It opens up conversations and makes you feel more connected.
Have you traveled to Italy before?
Yes, I went last year. The culture and food were amazing.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
I loved exploring the small towns. Each one had its own charm and history.
That sounds wonderful. I hope to visit some less touristy places too.
Definitely. Don't forget to ask locals for recommendations. They often know the best spots.
Great idea. I'll make a note of that. How did you find your way around?
I used a combination of maps and asking for directions. Most people were very helpful.
That's reassuring. I'll make sure to practice my phrases so I feel more confident.
Lesson 9: Finding Common Ground.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking a lot about negotiations lately.
Oh? What's got you interested in that?
Well, in any negotiation, it's essential to find a mutually beneficial outcome.
Absolutely. It's about reaching an agreement where both parties feel satisfied.
Right. What strategies do you think work best for achieving that?
Listening actively is key. When we understand the other person's needs, we can propose better solutions.
That makes sense. Sometimes, just hearing the other side can open up new possibilities.
Exactly. It shows respect and can help build trust, which is crucial in negotiations.
Have you ever been involved in a negotiation that required careful listening?
Yes. Once, I negotiated a project deadline with a client. Listening helped me understand their concerns.
That's a great example. What did you do to address their worries?
I proposed a phased approach, allowing them to see progress while giving us more time.
Smart move. It's all about finding that balance between flexibility and meeting expectations.
Exactly. And it's important to be clear about what you can and cannot deliver.
Transparency is key. It helps avoid misunderstandings down the line.
Absolutely. Have you ever faced a tough negotiation?
Yes, when I had to negotiate my salary. It was nerve-wracking.
I can imagine. How did you prepare for it?
I researched the market rates and practiced my points with a friend.
That's a smart strategy. Being prepared can boost your confidence.
Exactly. I wanted to present solid reasons for my request.
And how did it turn out?
I ended up getting a raise. It felt great to advocate for myself.
Lesson 10: Health and Wellness Choices.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about health lately and what we can do to feel better.
That's a great topic. Taking care of our health is really beneficial for our overall well-being.
Exactly. I take a daily multivitamin and omega-3 supplements. They help me feel more energized.
That's smart. Omega-3 is known for its benefits in supporting heart health and brain function.
Yes. I read that it can also improve mood and reduce inflammation. What about you?
I try to eat a balanced diet, but I also take vitamin D, especially in winter when sunlight is limited.
That makes sense. Vitamin D is crucial for bone health and immune function.
Right. It's amazing how much our diet affects our mood and energy levels.
Absolutely. I've noticed a difference since I started focusing on what I eat.
Me too. I also make sure to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is essential.
Definitely. Sometimes I forget, especially when I'm busy. How do you remind yourself?
I keep a water bottle nearby and set reminders on my phone. It really helps.
That's a great idea. I should try that. Are there any other supplements you take?
I occasionally take probiotics for digestive health. They can really help with gut balance.
Probiotics are interesting. I've heard they can improve digestion and boost the immune system.
Exactly. It's all about supporting our bodies in different ways. Have you ever tried any superfoods?
Yes. I love adding chia seeds and spinach to my smoothies. They're packed with nutrients.
Those are excellent choices. Superfoods can really enhance our meals.
I also enjoy berries, they're delicious and full of antioxidants.
Berries are great for your skin and overall health. What's your favorite?
I think blueberries are my favorite. They're sweet and versatile.
I love them too. They're perfect in smoothies, salads, or just as a snack.
Exactly. Eating healthy can be enjoyable if we get creative.
Lesson 11: Dining Out.
Hey Anna, have you heard about that new restaurant downtown?
Yes. I read that they don't take reservations. It's first come, first served, right?
Exactly. I think that's pretty convenient for people who want to try it out.
I agree. It allows for a more spontaneous dining experience. How long does it usually take to get a table?
From what I've heard, it can vary. Sometimes, you might wait 20 minutes, but other times, it could be over an hour.
That's not too bad for a popular place. Do you think it's worth the wait?
Definitely. I've seen some amazing reviews about their food. People say it's delicious.
What type of cuisine do they serve?
They specialize in fusion dishes, blending different flavors and styles.
That sounds intriguing. Any specific dishes you're excited to try?
I'm really curious about their spicy mango chicken. It sounds unique.
Wow, that does sound interesting. I'd love to try something different like that.
What about you? Is there anything on their menu that caught your eye?
Yes. I saw they have a vegetarian option with roasted vegetables and quinoa.
That sounds healthy and tasty. It's great that they offer choices for everyone.
Exactly. A diverse menu is always a plus. Have you thought about going this weekend?
Yes. I think it would be a fun outing. We could go early to avoid long waits.
That's smart. We could even explore the area a bit before dinner.
Great idea. There are a few shops nearby that look interesting.
Perfect. Let's plan to meet up around 5 p.m., then.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's hope we get a table quickly.
Definitely. And I think it helps students learn teamwork and communication skills.
Exactly. Those skills are essential for the future, especially in high school and beyond.
Lesson 12, Budgeting for Travel.
Hey Anna, I'm planning a trip, and I need to budget carefully. I want to make sure I account for all expenses.
That's smart. Have you estimated the total cost yet?
Yes, after doing some calculations, the total, including taxes and fees, comes to $800.
Does that fit within your budget?
It does, but I want to make sure I have enough for activities and meals while I'm there.
Good thinking. Have you considered how much you'll spend on food each day?
I was thinking around $30 to $50 a day for meals. That seems reasonable for trying local restaurants.
That sounds like a solid plan. Eating locally can really enhance your travel experience. What about activities?
I want a budget around $100 for activities, like entrance fees to attractions and maybe a tour or two.
That's a great idea. Tours can provide valuable insights into the local culture. Have you researched any specific activities yet?
Yes, I found a few interesting options, like a guided hike and a cultural performance. They both seem worth the price.
Those sound fantastic. Experiences like that can really make your trip memorable. Have you thought about transportation costs?
I have. I plan to use public transportation as much as possible. I estimate around $50 for that.
That's a smart move. Public transport is often more affordable and gives you a chance to see the city from a local perspective.